We're back. Cracking on. The Friday the 9th of January. Prince Among Men's back.
I'm back. Sorry for my absence. I have good reason. I had some sad news in the family. One of my immediate family members passed away. So please forgive me for not being here. But we're back and we're ready to go. 2026, the big push to gain one more Patreon member.
2026.
Mad, isn't it?
That's not nice. Yeah, one more Patreon member, which is going to be even more tough because I know how we was like, yeah, we should get the podcast out there more and have more of a media presence and stuff like that. I've stripped myself away from all social media.
Yes, I.
So,
yeah.
so we no longer have a presence other than this podcast.
Yeah. No social media is good for your health, though.
I was talking to Steph about it because it was Steph that started the conversation, and I'd never really looked at my screen time until we had the conversation. Oh, bad. But I'm talking like 2, 3, sometimes 4 hours a day just on Instagram, just scrolling through reels. It's like, fuck me. So now I've replaced it with Fallout Shelter.
Fair enough.
So
Fair enough.
Fallout Shelter, reading books, and big into watching YouTube at the moment.
Love YouTube.
I've become an iPad kid, but watching, no surprise, World of Warcraft, but watching the hardcore servers, and they're just fucking brilliant, man. It's basically like, well, wow, but if you die, you're dead. That's it. And some of the content and stuff that people do is just, but also some of the trolling and griefing that, like, I'm talking 40-man raids where one person gets pissed off, so they pull an entire room and wipe everyone. And that's like, it. Put it in perspective, right now, currently, if you were to play Legion Remix with like all of the XP buffs, you can get from 1 to 80 in about like an hour, 2 hours, whereas to go from 1 to 60 in like the Burning Crusade or like on the hardcore servers, you're talking easily a week, like a genuine 7 days worth of gameplay to get yourself there. Or like you can do it a bit quicker, but I think it's around like 4 to 5 whole days of gameplay to get yourself to max level. So to then just lose it, like it's nothing.
That's why that stuff's good to watch, because it's high stakes.
Yeah, very high stakes. It's just mad to see it from that perspective, because like I remember that sort of shit when it was current and not hardcore. So I know like, oh, that quest is really tough and fucking that that mob's really difficult. Other people go to one extreme where they do a hardcore ultra, which is when they remove all health bars. The only thing you can see is how much damage you're doing to a target, but you can't see its level, you can't see its health, you can't see your health. The only thing that you've got that denotes if you're near to death is the screen starts to go black and starts to close in. So if you're like right on the precipice of dying, there's like a peephole for fucking your character. Brilliant. And then if you heal up, then you get to see the full screen again. That's the only thing that you've got to know how much health you've got. And people are playing like that.
I love the fact that we've started a new year. We haven't done podcasts for a month, and the first thing we talk about is World of Warcraft.
It's worth it. All day.
Nothing's changed.
Pre-patch comes out in next week. That's when all the class changes happen. That's when the new class spec comes out. Demon Hunter, Devourer. And then Midnight in March. I think it's March.
I keep seeing the advert for it. The advert's cool.
Yeah, I've got it on pre-order. I'm ready to fucking
Obviously.
Rock and roll. I can't wait. It's going to be sick.
Well, I've been playing many games. God, dare I even begin to talk about how many games I now own? Because I went a bit buck wild, did I? Let me just reel off some games that I've bought since I last. Risk of Rain 2, Tiny Rogues, Nuclear Throne, Brotato, Dead Cells, He Is Coming, Nudes Are Coming, Crab Champions, Cult of the Lamb, Noita, Dun Jungle, Ori and the Blind Forest, Absalom, Prince of Persia, The Lost Crown, Necess, Escape the Mad Empire, Monster Train 2, Drover, Wizard of Legend, Baldur's Gate 1, Baldur's Gate 2, Divinity Original Sin 1, Divinity Original Sin 2, Dome Keeper, Icewind Dale, Mega Man 11, Ori and the Blind Forest, or Ori and the Blind and the Will o' Wisps, forgot what one I said before, Planescape Torment, Songs of Conquest. So I bought some games. I played like 3 of them.
I was going to say, have you played any of them?
Mate,
Just inundated with games.
Mate, it's Steam, man. It's
Steam sales.
Steam sales, baby. You know what I mean? But yeah, so I have this little Christmas tradition that I do with Jem, where I normally buy some vouchers, say like Primark vouchers, and I'll buy like £10 ones, and then I'll just like hide them around the house and stuff, so she never really knows how much she's got.
That's cool.
And she done that with me this year. And she got me some fucking, I don't know what they're called, like gamer cards or something. And she put 15 quid on them, and I got 60 quid's worth. So I got 4 of them, and she was like, "Oh, I'll just give them all to you now because I feel bad for you and stuff."
Yeah.
So I got them all, and I was like, "Great!" And it's like, "Yeah, you can use them on PlayStation, Xbox, Steam, blah blah blah."
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, but it's not cool at all because you can only use them. So they're like actual bank cards. So you have to go onto like Steam, say for example, put your name, address in, all that, then put the account number of the card in, then it gives you a PIN that you have to put in. And you can... So the item has to be 15 quid, otherwise you lose the money. So, you can't... So I wanted something that's £20, but I couldn't use 2 of the cards to pay for it.
Because it'd be 30 quid and you'd lose...
Well, yeah, because I couldn't use 2 cards because it's done as if you're paying on a bank card. You can't spread the payment over multiple cards.
Oh, it's an individual card each time.
Yeah.
Fucking hell.
So
you can't put it on the. Oh, you can't just transfer it onto the Steam account.
No, you can't. No, that's what I wanted to do, just put them on there. But no, you can't do that. And I was like, this is just fucking ridiculous. So what I ended up having to do, I had to buy. I wanted to buy Steam vouchers. But they only go from like £10 to £20. So it's like, well, I lose a £5 on every single voucher. So that I had to use these cards, go onto Curry's website, individually write all these different bank cards out, buy 4 Curry's cards worth 15 quid each, then wait for them to be sent over via email. Then I went to Curry's to buy Steam cards with my now Curry's cards, but they didn't have any in stock. So then I had to buy them online, wait for the Steam cards to be delivered to Curry's, then go pick them up. Just to get the value out of the
Steam cards this year then? Next Christmas? Just Steam
that's
cards?
What I said to her. She's like, I'll never buy these ever again. I was like, mate, I can't believe the hassle.
Game card? I've never even heard of them.
They're not called game cards. They're called something like that. Gamer cards, some fucking shite, mate. They're really shit. Honestly, the worst Christmas present ever. Like, I love her and I appreciate it, and I got what I wanted in the end. But
yeah.
I wanted to use them on the day, man, and I was just like, I can't use these.
Yeah, you can't do it.
Fucking shite.
Oh, I've just realised, because it's been so much time has passed since our last episode. With so much that's gone on, one of the great things that has happened between our last episode to now is your Baldur's Gate collection.
Yep, I got it.
Collector's edition.
I got it.
You finally got it.
I snapped on
Baldur's Gate 3 Collector's Edition.
I snapped on it. I'm not sure I should say the price on it because Jem does listen to these. And she doesn't listen to the Patreon because she's tight.
Well, with reason, considering how much that was.
I'm trying to find out how much it was. Let me just get it
in there. I think I can remember somewhat near the ballpark of it.
She knows that it was expensive. So it cost me £579. The worst thing is, it's £463 before VAT.
Yeah, you got fucked with tax.
So
how much was the
£96?
How much was the original when it first
I
came
want
out?
to say it was. I want to
quid.
say it was about 250 quid. So if I've paid like 220 quid extra, I'm not overly fussed because let's just have a look now because obviously I don't look every day anymore.
I find it so mental that Connor could have got one,
Yeah,
and then was just going to give you the fucking the statue and was like, nah.
Well, look, there you go. The statues there just for £524.
Oh, so it's a worth investment.
I think so.
It's something that you've like looking around at the collector's editions that are just in this room. I'm not going to sell them unless something dire happens. I'm not going to get rid of them. So the cost is not a factor as long as you're happy as the individual to pay that for it. Then is what it is. Even better if you pay a lot of money for something and then it holds its value and then increases its value, which that edition definitely does.
Oh mate, it turned up. It actually annoyingly, I was walking a dog and my uncle rang me and I thought, oh fuck off. I thought my nan was gonna be ill. I thought, I really don't need this as well, because he don't ring me any other time other than tell me nan's in hospital. And he was like, oh, have you had a parcel delivered to nan's? I was like, nah. And he was like, oh, massive box has just turned up. And I was like, what the fuck? And I looked on eBay and it said it had been delivered, and it just randomly delivered it to my nan's house. I was like, what? Why has that happened? Well, I don't know how that happened anyway. But I was ill at the time, and I didn't want to make my nan ill. So I had to wait another fucking week before I even went round to bother picking it up. But when I did pick it up, I brought it home and I put it on a table. And Jen was like, what the fuck is that? And I was like, look, you know I wanted it. I've got it, all right. Let's not beat around the bush. So I got it out of the box and I showed her everything in there. I was getting it all out and checking that everything was in there and sealed and stuff like that. And she said, to be honest with you, I don't care how much it was. She said it could have been 10 grand. To see that look on your face, to see you that happy, I don't care what price it was. And I was like, all right, sweet. It was £10,000. She was like, get out.
Yeah, we're now in serious debt.
Yeah. I've lost the house.
Yeah, I've done equity release, and this is
it. But no, she was chuffed. I'm chuffed.
So it was everything. It's the full
box.
Monty.
It's only been opened once, and that was to sell it because they wanted to check that everything was in there. It even came in the box that they sent it to him in.
Yeah.
So it came in a box that they sent it to him in, and then obviously in the box, so you take the Baldur's Gate, the big sleeve off it. And then the fucking packaging is unbelievable.
Yeah.
And then, the statues in there. It's got the dice, massive D20.
It's mad to think that a geezer's bought that, obviously for the pure purpose of, I'm going to sell this in however long. And then, sat on it and held it.
And got a shit price for it, really. He's made like 200 quid for it. It's like, I'd rather keep it, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
Unless you're desperate for the cash, right?
Because when did Baldur's Gate 3 come out? It was like
2 years ago.
2 years ago. Not worth it in my head.
No, like I say, unless you're desperate for the money. But yeah, I'm buzzing. Like I say, when I get the house and I get the cabinets and stuff, all that stuff will go out. But at the moment, it's just pride of place on top of the thing, and I look at it every day, and I'm so happy with it. Just safe and knowing that it's mine. And I don't need to look. Every day I get little things. Oh, you still looking for Baldur's Gate collectors? No, I'm not.
No, I've done it.
But I'll look at their prices because it makes me laugh. Laughing rich man.
Yeah, there you go. Fucking look at you, idiots.
But yeah, it's nice. It's something that I've hunted for God knows how long. And I nearly had it, didn't I, at 500 quid, and the geezer cancelled it. So to pay 70 quid more, I was just like, it's new in the box. I don't think that other one that was
I don't think it was, no.
So
I think it was missing one or two bits.
So I'm just happy that it's there now, and safe in the knowledge that it belongs to me.
That's the thrill of the hunt, man.
It is a thrill of the hunt. The hunt's over. I need to turn my attention to something else now.
Yeah, it's terrible. It's fucking awful. That's what I was like with Funko Pops, with the lore books for WoW, fucking Pokemon cards, just the constant fucking hunt.
Yeah.
And then you just stop. One day you just go, no, I'm done. I've done everything I want to do. I'm done.
The tism has left.
Yeah.
Well, I've put an ungodly amount of hours into Divinity Original Sin 2, which is Larian's game before Baldur's Gate 3.
Yeah.
Which I told Connor, ironically, not long ago, that I wanted to play it. So I played it on PS5, but I've had the disc for years. And I put it in, and it was like 30 FPS, and I was just like, I can't play this. No. It's disgusting.
Yeah.
So I wanted to buy it on Steam because I know it plays at 60 FPS on Steam. So that was what I was going to do, but I was waiting for a sale of that because it was 30 quid. And I've already got the PlayStation version. And then, was it the Game Awards, they announced Divinity.
Yeah.
And then they released a PS5 version of Divinity Original Sin 2. So I just put my disc back in and now it's fully upscaled and stuff like that.
Decent.
And I'd played through Act 1 of Divinity Original Sin 2 before. And I don't know how I got through the first act, to be honest with you. But now I know how them games play after playing Baldur's Gate. I get it. Now it's like a whole different experience because I remember me and Clarky buying it, and that is not his sort of game, mate, trust me. And I loved it, but I was shit at it. I just couldn't get my head around how to play games like this because I'd never played like an isometric fucking CRPG, blah, blah. But now, oh, mate, I'm having it's like Rain all over again. I've got a brand new character. He's a necromancer. He's an elf. Oh, he's sick. He eats flesh. Right, it's madness. But he's a good guy. Get that out, you fucking...
Yeah.
How do you feel about that? He's getting naughty now, though. He's getting corrupted, like most of my characters do. All of my characters do, thinking about it. His name's Vianax.
Vinax. He sounds...
Vianax.
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 Vianax. He sounds like he'd be a cunt.
I'll give you a brief rundown of the story. So I don't know what happens in Divinity 1 because I jumped straight to 2. But I will play Divinity 1 because I don't know if he's on the PlayStation, but I've got it on Steam now, so I'll play that next. But so basically there's people in the world called sorcerers, funny. So they do exactly what they say on the tin. They're sorcerers.
Sorcerer things.
But the magic pool that they pull from is source, so it's called the source, essentially. And you start the game and you're shipped off to this place called Fort Joy, and you've all got these like collars on, which prevent you from using source magic and powers and stuff like that. So the first act is essentially breaking out of this Fort Island prison thing to, escape, basically. But the sheer amount of ways that you can do it is just mind-boggling. And it's like it's basically as good as Baldur's Gate, and then that's like a common theme. Some people say it's better than Baldur's Gate 3, but it's the same as Baldur's Gate, but with less budget, basically. So it hasn't got, like, when you talk to someone, it's not like an individual cutscene all the time. Still got a narrator the way Baldur's Gate 3 has. Still everything's still voiced and stuff like that. But yeah, like the sheer amount of stuff you can put in, and it's like the same level of content. It's just crazy. It's so good. But I wanted to play them because, especially if Divinity's going to come out, and they say it's going to be bigger, a lot bigger than Baldur's Gate and more in depth. So I think that's going to be a madness.
It's going to be huge.
Yeah, so I wanted to actually understand the story of Divinity. So yeah, it's fantastic, mate. It's really fucking good, and I cannot get enough of it, and I can't wait to play it tonight till like 1 o'clock in the morning.
Have I spoken to you since I finished Outer Worlds 2?
Yes, I think you did. You definitely told me you finished it. I don't know if you told me on the pod or not, because you were rushing through it. You was like trying to get to the end for some reason.
Was I rushing it?
Well, you was just saying you were just putting so many hours in, it just doesn't seem to end.
I think I finished it. I think it was like 63 hours.
63? I thought it was like 30 or something.
Nah.
Rascal.
No, I put some time into it. I did everything. I did. The only missions that I had outstanding was 2, and they were collectible. And even then, I'd done 2/3 of them. But I just googled what the rewards were, and they were absolute shit. So I was like, all right, well, I'm not interested. I'm not going back to get that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I did everything. I did every fucking quest, every dialogue. I killed everything. Every door that could be opened, I opened it. I was in love with that game. That was great. And I died at the end.
Brilliant.
That's the ending that I got.
I love that.
I sent myself into this black hole, pretty much, into this rift, and stopped all the other little rifts opening up and fucking up the universe. So I martyred myself, more or less. I just didn't have... Because obviously I put everything into engineering, lockpicking, and guns.
Guns.
So when it comes to dialogue, I wasn't too great on it. And obviously, when you were at the end, you've got the main protagonist is there, and I'm sure you can talk him off of a ledge, or get him to send himself into this rift, which I just didn't have the means to do it. And I save scummed it and tried every possible way to see if I could have a different outcome, and I just couldn't. So I just blew his fucking head off when the dialogue. It's a long old dialogue, and once I'd realised I couldn't achieve any other way than the way that of me putting myself into the rift, I was like, all right, fuck it. So just fucking skipped through the dialogue for like the 5th time, and then I had this gun. Can't remember what it was called, but basically it shot a mini black hole. And just one shot everything in its path. It was a mad gun. I got it sort of like 2/3 of the way through the game, and when I got it, I was like, well, the game's over then. You don't give someone a gun.
The mimic tier in gun form.
Yeah, you don't give someone a gun this mad and then not have it be right near the end, and it weren't. When the dialogue was done, he fucking jumps back and then pulls out his gun, and I was like, just sent him into a million different pieces and everyone around him. And then had this lovely chat with this I can't remember her fucking name, but like when the game first starts, you're a captain of a ship, and this woman's with you and she's part of your crew, and then she like double crosses you, and she's actually the reason why these rifts are fucking happening. So you spend a lot of the game hunting her down because you're like, I'm gonna fucking kill you. That's my only purpose. You fucked up my crew. I'm gonna kill you. And then when you do find her, you have the option of you can let her go and blah blah blah. And I let her go because I was like, I'm always interested. I never want to. If I come to a junction at a storyline, and it's like, if you let them continue, there's all this unknown, or you can just kill them and end it here. Mm-hmm. And I always go for the option of I want to let you crack on and see what happens. And that's exactly what I did. And a couple of my crew didn't like it. There's this one geezer, again, forgot his name, I apologise, but he's a wetty, man. Proper wetty, like abiding by the rules and all that shit, but like he abides by them, which is fine, but not in like a Justica sort of way. He's not, I had a geezer with me that was basically like a paladin, and he was straight up, much like your guy on fucking, what was that game that you were just playing that took 100 and something hours?
Rogue Trader.
You know how you had that?
What are you talking about? Corvus Crow, aka Crow, because Corvus means crow in Latin.
Was Corvus Crow Corvus Crow was who you were, wasn't it?
Yeah.
No, I'm talking about the geezer that you had with you that you kept trying to turn.
Heinrichs, boy, I loved him.
What was he? He was
Inquisitor.
An Inquisitor. So this geezer that I had, not an Inquisitor, but basically like a paladin. So the order that he was a part of, if people were misbehaving, he'd be the geezer that'd be sent down and he'd go, you fucking stop it, I'm going to kill you. So I had him, and he was who this other geezer wanted to be. You know what I mean? He fucking abided by the law, and everyone abided by him. I did slowly turn him, to be fair. I did get him to do a couple of things that he didn't want to do, which was nice. But yeah, this other geezer was just a proper wetty. So once his storyline was done, because they've all got their own individual storylines, I was like, you can fuck off. I don't like you. You can go away. But yeah, I spent this whole, like, half of the game trying to find this woman. Found her, let her go. He didn't like it, so I was like, sweet, well, I'm done with you anyway. He was like, I can't believe you've done this, blah, 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 blah. Miles was his name. What a wet name. No offence, Miles, I know that you listen to this sometimes. I love you. But yeah, it was just a great game. I really, really enjoyed it. It sucked me in badly.
Good. I know you was looking forward to that, so I'm glad you enjoyed it.
Held me down badly. And all the perks are really, really cool. I can't remember all of them, but there's some really, really niche ones. Like, the currency isn't caps. I can't credits. There was one that popped up sort of like 2/3 of the way through the game and basically said, like, you're really shit with saving money. So it was like, basically the perk was any credits that you got, you kept 10% of them, and then the other 90% went into a savings account. And then once the savings account reached a certain amount, you'd get the money back plus interest. And I was like, I don't want to do that. I want the money now. There was a couple where it would actually give you a warning, where it was like, if you accept this perk, it has detrimental effects to your gameplay. Do not do this if it's your first playthrough.
Like creaky knees and stuff.
Well, creaky knees I had. I had the old creaky knees. They were a good crack until I realised I wasn't even trying to do that. Until I realised I didn't even spec into stealth. But it was probably the first game that I played where I did play it extremely stealthy.
So what was the positive of creaky knees?
It made you walk 50% faster when you was crouched, which was good. I very, very early on, I got the pickpocket skill, which was just incredible because any person where I knew I needed to get something off of them, I just cut out all the fucking aggro and just stole it off of them.
Did you hear the cracking every time?
Every time.
Oh man, I couldn't click. I couldn't do that because I can click all my own bones, but anyone else's.
Every time you crouch or stand up, it went but then there was also a mechanic where you could run and slide, but you could do it repeatedly. It wouldn't run out, so you could run, slide, cancel, like playing COD. But it did it every time you slid as well, so it was just a constant me always running, going, just running through the fucking game. Yeah, really, really good game. Way better than Outer Worlds 1. But they're not linked story wise anyway. So you can just
maybe
jump.
I'll play it one day. When I get back on my space hype, I'll probably jump on it.
I recommend it. It did a lot. I mean, if you didn't like Outer Worlds 1, then there's a high possibility that Outer Worlds 2 just isn't for you.
Outer Worlds 1 was just very unpolished. It had no light. It felt lifeless. Like the NPCs kind of just stood around, and I'd like to think that they've fleshed it out a bit and it runs a bit smoother. Outer Worlds 1 was very jank.
Yeah, I had no problems with it. I really enjoyed it. The zones, all the different worlds that you got to go to, there was a lot going on. Don't get me wrong, there were some areas where it was a bit barren, but some areas were barren. That's what they were designed to be. But overall, I'd say it was...
I don't mind barren, mate. I played Starfield. Come on.
Yeah, that's true.
And No Man's Sky.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, adept at that. And Daisy.
Oh, yeah, exactly.
So yeah, it's a good game. I just when I finished that, I didn't have the same feeling as I did when I finished Dying Light the Beast, where I was like, thank God that was done. I was like,
I forgot I even owned that shit, man.
Yeah.
I have to play that when I get back on my zombie hype.
Yep. Which is a good game in itself. I said this on the last podcast last week.
That's the one you rushed through, wasn't it?
That's the one that I blitzed through. Yeah. But just because I liked it, but at the same time I was like, I'm scared. Get me out of it.
It's annoying because I only bought that for FOMO because I weren't even interested. I knew I'd play it because I loved the first one or the second one, but I didn't want to play it at that time. I was too busy playing whatever I was playing then.
It's good. You won't be disappointed by it, especially when you first delve into the night.
I hate the night.
Because this night.
I know it forces you, doesn't it?
But only for a little bit. But the night mode in Dying Light the Beast is like nothing I've ever experienced. Take Dying Light 2, Dying Light 1, take the night mode on that and crank it up by 100. It's fucking madness. Your torch does nothing.
Don't fucking do anything anyway.
No, but this is even... You can see a side-by-side comparison of Dying Light 2 and The Beast to see the night modes, and it's ridiculous. You know, like how Lord of the Rings filmed all their night scenes in blue light, so you can actually see what's going on. Titanic also did it, and many other films. And then you've got things like Game of Thrones, where you remember that one notorious episode where it was just fucking pitch black throughout the whole thing.
What you mean when you're just sitting there watching the telly, but you're just looking at your reflection?
Yeah. That is what Dying Light the Beast is like in night mode. You go, I cannot see a fucking thing here. It's crazy. But yeah, that I think that was the last.
I haven't spoke to you about
that and Ark Raiders.
Ark Raiders.
You
was jamming on that, weren't you?
Yeah, that's a good game, man.
That's
a good game. I'm passive. I won't lie to you.
That's not like you. But you're scared that you don't want to lose your loot, so that's why.
Yeah. What I did is
don't shoot.
I was very No, I used voice.
Did you?
I speak. So my very first game, there was this northern geezer. I say northern. He was from.
Told me this story.
Yeah, it's from.
Steph was telling you to shoot him.
Yeah, it's from. I say northern. It's from Liverpool.
Well, yeah, that's northern, isn't it?
Yeah, but I feel like they've got their own demographic to be called
not,
Liverpudlians rather than Northerners.
They're not Northern. They're not English. They're Scousers.
There's Scousers.
Yeah.
And I was at the edge of the map, and without realising, I had the AI voice changer thing on, so my voice was actually coming out as a woman. And this geezer,
how the fuck do you do that?
It's got AI voice changer on it. So there's like 10 different voices that you can pick.
Oh, that's mad.
Yeah, so it'll change.
That's hilarious that you come out as a woman.
So the geezer kept saying I was coming out like a chipmunk, and he didn't actually realise I was a geezer until I turned it off, because me and him, he started shooting me on sight, and we was in like this weird hut thing on a cliff face, and where he shot me, it panicked me, and I jumped out the window. But where I jumped, I should have fallen to my death, but I didn't. I landed on a little bit of this cliff and was under the hut, so he couldn't get to me. But obviously the voice chat is proximity, so he knows I'm there and can hear me, and I'm kicking off of him. I'm like, fucking, I was like, it's my first fucking go. I was like, you just shoot on sight. Obviously not realising that I've got the voice changer on. So when he told me, he's like, you sound like a chipmunk. So he's just heard this high-pitched woman's voice going, you fucking cunt, you fucking kill me. so I'm kicking off at him. And I was like, what are you doing? And he was like, I'm going to kill you. I'm going to kill you. I was like, don't. I said, I ain't fucking got anything. And then I said to him, because I could hear his accent, I was like, you're fucking Scouse, aren't you? I said, you're dirty. I was like, you're fucking... So I started kicking off with him about him being from fucking Liverpool. And then he realised, he was like, you've got that voice changer on, ain't you? He was like, you've got it on. So I turned it off and then started talking. He was like, you're a fucking bloke. He was like, I didn't realise. So I started saying to him, I'm going to come up there and suck your cock. So I went full ham. I was like, you're going to be my boyfriend. I'm coming after you. I was like, but at the same time I was saying to him, don't kill me.
Please.
And he couldn't figure out how to get to me. He was throwing grenades, all sorts of shit. And I said to him, I was like, I've got nothing. I said, you're wasting your time. And then I managed to get myself to another ledge where basically he was standing at the doorway of this hut and I was down the cliff. And it turns out I was millimetres away from being out of bounds. So if I'd have stepped back a bit further, I'd have just been dead. And he was like, how the fuck have you got down there? And I was like, I don't know. I was like, look, you can kill me. I was like, but you're not going to be able to get anything off of me. So I was like, let's get to a truce here. I was like, I'm not going to do anything to you because I can't. So I was like, let's just fucking call it quits. I'll stop saying I'm going to suck you off and then we can just go our separate ways. And he was like, yeah, no fairs. I agree. Let's do that. And while I'm trying to jump up to him, he's aiming his gun at me. And I was like, don't do it. I said, just don't do it. I said, this is pointless. This is frivolous.
Frivolous.
And then he didn't. But when I got up there, out of nowhere, this fucking Greek geezer comes out of nowhere, fucking just starts throwing stuff at us and talking to us. He's like, I can't do a Greek accent, so I won't bother. But he was like, oh, do you need anything? And he gave me a gun and a load of bullets.
I was waiting for that. That look.
Yeah, he gave me a gun and some bullets, and yeah, Steph was sat next to me the whole time. She was like, just shoot him. She was like, just shoot him. And I was like, I can't do it. I said, I can't do it. And I didn't. We went our separate ways. I see the Greek geezer again halfway through the game. Got some random bullshit. I was learning how the game works, and now I know. And then, yeah, fucking escaped, evacuated, fucking whatever it's called, back to Speranza. And played a couple of games with Mark later on. And that was fun because me and Mark playing together are very not passive. Number one, we saw if friendly fire was a thing. It isn't. No, but when you shoot someone, it does still give the blood splatters and stuff. Yeah. So that's good for us because it means that we can get through as a full team. But what's funny is the proximity chat. I've never really played a game where proximity chat is there to that extent. You can get flutes and guitars and shit. Yeah. So I'm just walking around with a flute, playing the flute with proximity chat on. And yeah, the pair of us are just playing very passive. And the matchmaking is very, very clever because it puts you with other passive players. Yeah. So if you don't kill people, it will matchmake you with people who also are playing a similar style. I then played with Jay and Mark, who isn't passive. Mm-hmm. So he starts shooting people. By the way, he doesn't listen to this. He's fucking useless. Dog shit, right? We'll ignore the fact that it was a 3-man squad. Me, Mark and Jay. I died instantly when we come across another team, right? But that's by the by. Because when I died, I started viewing Mark playing, and he was having a full-on gunfight with 3 people, like full-on what the fuck is going on, holding his own. I switched over to Jay. The cunt's looting in a completely different room.
Classic.
A completely different room. He's just looting. And I said to him, I said, Jay, I said, fucking help him. And he was like, oh, I just got to loot this quick. and then
He's a loot goblin.
And then he's standing there and he's like, oh, I can't see him. Bearing in mind Mark's name is fucking there in a different room. And I was like, he's fucking in the other room. So Jay's then done the most ridiculous thing ever, and I've never seen someone be so fucking useless. In that, Mark's in one room, right? Imagine he's in this room, yeah, and the people that he's shooting at are in the kitchen, right? So you've got a doorway. So he's shooting at them. Jay's come into the same room that Mark is in, right? Takes one shot, so then goes, right, well, I'm going to flank them. For reasons I don't know. So then runs out of that room and then goes the entire way round the building to the other side of this room. Bearing in mind there was a corridor right there, so he could have just gone out corridor, boom, I'm with him. He's taken the fucking longest way. Whilst he's doing that, Mark's getting absolutely banged up. I think Mark managed to pop one of them, and then Jay's finally made it round. Is in the other fucking doorway now with these other people. They've pushed Mark, so we're now with Mark. And all I've seen from Jay's angle is he's looked down this corridor, seen Mark. Mark gets shot in the face, drops down dead. And as he drops down, the person that killed him is standing there and is revealed as Mark drops down. Jay turns round and carries on walking. He goes, I can't find him. What do you mean? I'm shouting at him at this point. I was like, what do you fucking mean? I said, he's there. I was like, you just watched him kill Mark. I was like, he's fucking there. Didn't realise it turns out that once you're dead, you can't talk to anyone. Like it cuts out your in-game voice thing. Or there's something where you can't... I could be wrong, but... Either way, he couldn't hear me for like half of what was going on, so I was basically shouting into nothingness. And then, yeah, he died, and there we go. I think Jay's played it quite a lot more now, and has a load of cool loot and shit. And that's the problem with it, is that you get some cool shit and you go, I don't want to use it.
Yeah.
I don't want to use any of this.
Yeah, and that's my problem with it.
I've only been hostile once, and I don't know why I did it. It was just me and Mark playing duos, and I saw this duo running off, and I thought, I just want to kill him. We was on 3 loadouts.
Yes,
so that's fair game. I don't care. And I had nothing at the time, so shot them. And then they retaliated, and then we actually killed them. And there's something primal, because I'm playing passive. I'll give people a fair chance. But when they were crawling around on their knees, helpless, knowing knowing that we were the reason they were downed. And the only people that could get them back up. All the power was in our own hands.
Yeah.
So we were awful to them. Awful. Knocked them out, took their shit, and fucking got out of there. Yeah. But it's just something about it when like, what's that? That fucking... There's that clip on PUBG when that geezer's in a room. And there's another geezer runs in and starts shooting him with a shotgun. And he's like, no, please don't do it. And then kills him. And then as he kills him, someone else jumps through a window and starts shooting him. And he spins around. And he's like, no, please don't do it. Don't do it. And it's like he's doing exactly what's just fucking happened to you. There's something about it where I don't want people shooting me.
Yeah, it makes you
angry. But I'm going to fucking shoot them.
If you shoot me, you're a dickhead. Why are you shooting?
Yeah, what are you doing that
fucking
for?
Playing a game like that.
But I want to do it.
Yeah.
I haven't done it a whole lot, if I'm honest.
I also done it. Well, me and Clarky were running down in this building, went up some stairs, and I opened this door, and the doors like slide open. It's like, Zhoosh! But as my doors opened at the end of this really long corridor, them doors have opened, but mine opened first. So I ducked in behind like the side. He obviously didn't see me. So he's just come. There's two of them, but the other geezer was in another room further back. I saw him run past. So this geezer's just sprinting down this hallway, and we hadn't shot anyone at that point. We'd been the same, passive, and I was just like, if I shoot this guy, there's literally nowhere he can go, and he doesn't know I'm here because he's just. If he does, he's stupid because he's just sprinting down this hallway. And it just took over me. And I just come around the corner like Bruce Willis and Die Hard. And, and you see him like panic and just like run into a wall for a second because he just doesn't know where he is, where cover is, what, because he wasn't expecting it.
Yeah.
And I shot the shit out of him and his mate. And and then I felt great.
Yeah.
And then it happened again where we were on the sandy map, the
desert map. Buried City.
Yeah, and there was one of them massive fucking crawly, tanky, spidery things. Not the big fucking tank, but another one with like a shell on it kind of thing.
Like a crab thing.
Yeah, and we could hear all the kerfuffle for ages. And then we found like two geezers up on a ledge in this building with blown out windows. Just they obviously knew what they were doing. They're professionals, just fucking throwing grenades at and bang, 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 not getting hit by this thing. And Clarky was like, should we help them? I was like, yeah, let's help them. And then I snuck up behind them and they didn't know we was there and they were like shooting down. And I was like, because we were in party chat, I was like, I don't know if I want to help them. What I think I want to do is wait until they've killed this thing with all their resources and then kill them.
Then kill them, yeah.
So what happened was they blew this thing up. Mm-hmm. One of them jumped down, and as soon as he jumped down, we shot the shit out of the one that was still standing there. Mm-hmm. He went down, fell out the window. His mates just fucking panicked and ran off. So we've shot the geezer that was downed. Then two other people came running up the stairs. And I was like, friendly. And they was like, yeah, friendly.
Yeah. Don't shoot.
Yeah, don't shoot. And they're like, yeah, no shooting. It's like, sweet. So then we've jumped down and started looting. And then fucking geezer's mate was obviously fuming that he spent an entire map with his mate shooting that thing, that I'm there cutting bits off this fucking metal crab. It's just popped me and just killed me. And
that's the way it
was
goes,
devastating. Man. But I was so angry that he shot me. I was fuming. I don't think I played it since.
Yeah.
I was so angry. I was like, but I've got no right to be.
No
right at all. I killed his mate. They were probably friendly. They probably would have shared some of the loot because they couldn't carry it all, you know? But there I was, greedy, thinking, no, I want all of this.
So that's how the world works. And the matchmaking system puts all of those people in the same fucking place and goes, right, we'll have it out then.
Yeah, and that's
you want to be like that, you have it out and see what happens. Don't worry about the fucking robots running around. You're going to tear each other apart for a fucking bit of plastic and a tub of oil. You crack on, mate.
But the trouble is, the robots are fucking dangerous.
They're tough, man. Them Rocketeers.
Yeah.
Rocketeers are absolute. Me and Mark were in some weird little vault thing, and there was a Rocketeer just minding its own business, and for whatever reason, I shot it, and it come right for us, and then did not leave us alone. And I was like, I said to Mark, I forget that these are AI.
Yeah, man.
So they're learning, and that's exactly what it did. Because what happened was I kept obviously it shoots rockets at you, and they fuck you up. But what they don't do is shoot rockets through the door. The rockets hit the door, and you're sweet. So every time it was fucking sending its laser at me, getting ready to shoot a rocket, I was just shutting the door. But what I didn't realise is that the other door was open. So after about a solid minute of doing this, and every time it would shoot me, it'd like shoot a rocket, I'd open the door and fucking shoot it, and then close the door. It fucked off and just went to the other door and just started shooting at me from the other door. So now I've got two doors that I've got to deal with. I was like, you smug little bastard. Same with the leapers. Mark see a leaper round a corner, and I didn't see it. I see him run round a corner and then just instantly sprint back, and he was like, nope. He was like, there's a fucking leaper there. And I was like, where? And he was like, on the side of the building. The fucking thing had learnt to walk up the buildings.
Oh, mate.
And I was like, no.
They're scary enough. These are like spiders. What do you call two leapers together?
Dua leapers.
Yeah. Just made that up. Good, isn't it? You got it. Ruined it a little bit.
Sorry. They're awful things.
Yeah, they are terrible.
Great game, though. Really good.
Have you been in any of like the key carded areas and stuff? Yeah, like me and Clarky got key card. I YouTubed where it was. Went up this fucking lift shaft, got shot a shit out of fucking by one of these turrets. But on the way in the building, these guys were like, don't shoot. And then they're talking, they're like, oh, do you know... No, they were at their door, that's what they were doing. They was like, oh, do you know where the key card is? Obviously, they were new as well. It was just I just used the in-game chat. No. Like, oh, all right, see you later, guys. And then they ran off. I was like, sweet. Opened the door. As soon as I opened it and went in there, they fucking sprinted back. I was so angry that they were using my key card to loot. In. And I'd never been in there before, so I was fuming. I just didn't... I got nothing out of there, just shite.
Yeah.
I was pissed.
It's a great game.
But I didn't have confidence in my ability to shoot them and get away with it.
I've got no confidence. I've got none. I can barely take out a fucking sentry.
Same.
I can barely do anything with them.
The only gun I can use is the Rattler, the AR.
I hate the Rattler.
It's the only gun I can use. The rest I'm so bad with.
I quite like the Pharaoh. I get on
the
well
one shot.
Yeah, and then you've got to reload after every shot. But I like it. It's decent.
Yeah, it takes too long, man.
Yeah, I haven't really come across all the guns yet.
I've got a sniper rifle. And
I've got a sniper. I haven't used it.
I just can't. I'm shit sniper.
I just get the cool stuff and then just go, right, well, I'm never using this.
Yeah, I know.
Which is terrible because I always have a go at Steph for hoarding stuff. Yeah. But now that I know that it can be taken away, this isn't like the Dark Zone. This is a little bit more than the Dark Zone because I'm getting all... This isn't just purely gear. This is materials. This is valuables that I need to sell to increase my stat. The amount of shit I've got in my stash, but I'm like, I need it. At some point, I'm going to need all this plastic. I've got like 200 bits of plastic. Like I'm not going to need them, but I will.
Yeah. Then you're like, I got no space left.
Yeah. Fuck. Yeah, I've got nothing left. And you go, oh, fuck, I ain't got enough space for a free loadout because I've fucking filled mine up with all sorts of shit.
Yeah.
All the ducks and fucking random stuff. And then, like, I know how Jay was sweating it because he sent a picture through of all of his gear and the cunt had like 220 spaces in his stash. And when you fucking sweat, I was like, it's going to cost me 90 grand to, I'm not even at 200 yet. Like, you're fucking sat there at 220, you greedy little bastard.
That's good, though. That's what you need to spend it on, man.
Just filled with shit. I had one of my other mates, Owen, he got the... what gun did he get? It's one where it only works on AI. The Hole Cracker. And it just fires explosive projectiles that only detonate when hitting arc.
Yeah.
And that's a purple gun. It just looks fucking hard.
Yeah, sick. But that's great, but I'll never use it.
Yeah.
Because I'm either going to die to the robots or someone's going to shoot me.
I can understand, before playing the game, when people were whinging saying they wanted a PvE mode, and I was like, it's an extraction shooter, like that's part of it. And I still stand by that, but I do understand where people were coming from, where they say, oh, just make it PvE only. I do get that, because it is a hell of a lot of fun, but I feel like the reason why it is so fun is because you've got that danger of, this can be stripped from me by someone else. It's just through pure niceness that I'm not having to battle people.
I've never seen a community do that. I've never seen a community of players be like, well, majority passive and kind. Yeah. I think it's because they've got stuff to lose too.
It's like it's like a load of homeless people have all been given a loaf of bread, and then someone's walked in the middle without a loaf, and everyone's all huddling away going, no,
it's mine.
Leave my loaf alone, please. But I don't want to attack you for it.
Yeah.
I don't know why I've gone with homeless people and loaves of bread. I could have picked that with anything.
Yeah. To be fair, you could.
Good game. We'll leave it there because I need a piss.
Yeah, I need a piss.
Right. See you later, everyone. Uru.